Hi there and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Dugout. A little late today, but we were hit by a big technical snag, and that took us quite a while to figure things out. But glad we could finally join you. I'm in the company of the young and sensational Shashwat Bhalla. Also with me right now is the man who's travelled more than the Indian team over the last 3 weeks, nikhilnaz, joining us from where I don't quite know yet. So I'll pass it on to Nikhil to tell us where he is. Is he done with the travel or not? Nikhil, over to you.
Yeah, that's a very low benchmark you've said. Traveled more than Indian team. Indian team didn't travel. That was the issue. Everyone's complaining that they were in the same hotel beds, didn't have to travel. Maybe a comparison with South Africa or something would have done justice to my travels. But I think I would have traveled more than them because uh, yeah, going to Dubai and then going to Pakistan, then going back to Dubai, then coming to Delhi, then going back to Dubai, then now back. So I'm finally back home. This is home sweet home. Um, a place called Nevada. So in Delhi NCR. So
Wo-
yeah, I'm back there, but I've really barely slept. So I barely slept for the last 5 6 days. I haven't got enough sleep. I'm hoping tonight will be that night where I'll get non-stop, undisturbed 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, we totally understand how tumultuous things have been for you over the last few weeks. But have you had the time to really, sit back, look at what the frenzy was over the last 3 weeks or so, or mentally because of the travel, you still in that phase where you feel that the Champions Trophy is still perhaps on.
No. I realized it, I think, with the euphoria with which India won.
Hmm.
Uh, But unlike all the other tournaments that we've recently seen, like in terms of victories that I've covered, major victories, it did die down much quicker and sooner. Also because it is, at the end of the day, Champions Trophy, not quite a World Cup, whether it's a 50 over or T20 World Cup. So I think because of that, also players had to travel, so they started leaving almost immediately. So yeah, I mean, it reached the crescendo when they won, uh, and I think they were very. I mean, there were a lot of highs and then bit quiet periods, high about that Pakistan game. Then I think the tension for the Australia game was also very high, and then of course the final. But after that, I think the celebration and all carried from the corner. So everyone's like quickly even looking at that. So the turnaround time, as usual, has been less.
And also, do you think that the factor that the IPL just begins in less than 2 weeks now, that also being a factor because many players have straight away also joined their respective IPL teams as well. Not many, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Jadeja has.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. That IPL is another factor where because they all have to join their camps. But I heard not all of them are joining the camp immediately. So, for example, I met Yuzi Chahal there. I asked him when are you joining the camp, and then he said, "Yeah, I'll join in a few days." So, I don't think there is that. So, for the players that were playing, you understand that they missed the camp, but maybe Yuzi wasn't part of the team. He could have joined, but there hasn't been that sort of pressure from franchises to join. So, players are still relatively being eased into that. And then there are those that are pulled out. For example, Harry Brook. I hope BCCI takes some sort of action. That's fine. It's his personal opinion. He decided to play for country over IPL, which is fine. But he is now a repeat offender, and a lot of players keep doing this. So this time they came up with a new rule that they'll put a 2-year ban. And I think you have the perfect candidate in Harry Brook to do that. You Delhi fans, let us know. I mean, what do you make of Harry Brook doing it now? Twice, I think he's done it.
Yeah, for Delhi, Delhi has done it for the first time. But we were discussing
Hmm.
more options that Delhi could go back to once Harry Brook isn't there. And one name that was very common yesterday was Devold Brevis. He was unsold in the IPL auction, so he
Yeah.
can be part of the Delhi team now that Harry Brook isn't there. And Harry Brook, anyways, would have really struggled in Delhi, keeping in mind that smog during these months are a factor that really all Delhiites face. Harry Brook definitely
These are
has.
In,
cleaner months.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, but May, June, going
Yeah,
towards May,
relatively
June.
in,
cleaner months. But yeah, I trust Harry Brook to come up with something. However,
in fact, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, Nikhil.
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, but my point being, if you are to think of it pure, cricketing. If you were to put cricketing logic here, from a cricketing perspective, I think it's a bit of a setback because he was drafted in and he was picked
Yeah.
because you clearly had him in your 11, and now you need to come up with an alternate 11 without a Harry Brooks. So this clearly is a bit of a setback for the franchise. Yes, you can go shopping. You could still make do with the squad you had assembled at the auction, but yeah, I do think the BCCI should now be taking some sort of action. Also, because of what it had said a few months back with regards to the new cycle, and had put certain rules in place to send out a message as well. Maybe it's required.
Yeah, I agree. And I agree, it's a blow there. And you have to see, because if you allow this to, slip under the carpet, then it's an issue going forward. Many players would do it. So that's precisely where the rule has come. And now you have to really take a tough stance. But, you're talking about who to replace. Devil Brewers is one, of course. A very interesting story in the Times of India today, where they spoke about players that can actually now be looked at after a good Champions Trophy. So Ben Duckett was one of them. There's Omarzai, people who were ignored during the IPL auction, and now have had a good Champions Trophy, and so teams can look at some sort of replacements if there are injuries or so on and so forth. So yeah, that'll be also exciting. Few Indian players also, I think, who went unsold
Prithvi Shaw is
could be
there.
looked at.
I'm not looking at Prithvi Shaw for sure.
Shardul Thakur is there.
Yeah, but
Sarfraz Khan also went unsold, I think.
Yeah, Sarfraz also went unsold.
there are also reports that some players are going to assemble in Mussoorie for a wedding. Do you have any knowledge about that too?
No, you tell me. I don't know. No, I was
there-
too involved with the Champions Trophy.
there are-
There's
Whose
already
wedding?
one
What
a
is it?
wedding I know.
That too, it's his sister's wedding only, na? So that player had to be there. Rishabh Pant.
Sisters, or is it a friend's wedding?
No, sisters. It's
Okay.
Rishabh Pant's sister's wedding in
Oh.
Mussoorie. Rishabh Pant is straight away already reached Mussoorie. We have visuals on Sports Today as well, so people can have a look at that as well. And there are reports that Dhoni, Virat, and Rohit might be there as well for the wedding, but the functions are today and tomorrow. So I'm not too sure. I really don't know if they will be.
I don't
reaching.
think Virat. I don't think Virat will be there because he's staying back in Dubai. So not him. Dhoni could,
Dhoni was there
but
for the
he's also at the
engagement
camp,
as well.
CSK camp. But he could still take. Huh?
Dhoni was there for the engagement as well. That happened
A
few
couple of months back. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
So he definitely will be there.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah, but
players-
that was a non-IPL camp time. Now the camp is on, so maybe difficult.
Yeah, but since we're speaking of the IPL, was the conversation almost, was it like a button of sorts that got pressed the moment that the Champions Trophy got over, the way that things switched on as far as IPL goes in Dubai as well? Was that the feeling, the conversation from Champions Trophy to IPL? It almost
No, there
sort
was
of
no
switch
no
instantly.
no conversation about the IPL. Thank God, no conversation. I don't think anybody spoke about it. I think there's still time, so everyone is so focused on the Champions Trophy, and they're not immediately going to join camps. I think all of them will get some time off, even though camps have started. But these players have been at it, so they'll get some time off. I think now they'll start thinking about the IPL. Before that, no, not much conversation about the IPL. No.
Arshdeep was also gone for a vacation to Thailand, if I'm not wrong. I saw his story, now that's why I know.
Yeah, deserve it, yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
And this time Thailand should not be going.
Shashwat says that going to Thailand at this point of the year is a little dangerous at times. He's speaking from personal experience.
Yeah, but not everyone is as irreverent and
Yeah.
adventurous as Shashwat. So I think they'll be more careful.
Speaking of being adventurous, I think what we're planning to do here on the Dugout over the course of the next half hour or so is also going to be nothing short of an adventure, because we've tasked ourselves to pick the best from the very best out there, and what we're going to be doing as an activity today is we'll try and put together our heads to come up with the dream 11. You've seen terrific teams over the years as far as the Indian ODI setup is concerned. Of course, the high of 1983, nobody can forget. And from then on, it's only been an ascendancy of sorts for the Indian cricket team. So, what we will try and do is right from 83 to every ODI tournament that you won, barring 2002. Some of you have already commented on the 2002 Champions Trophy win as well. We've only gone ahead with sides that were outright winners. So we've gone ahead with the 83 side, we've gone ahead with the 2011 side. We shall also then be considering the side that won the Champions Trophy in the year 2023 under the leadership of MS Dhoni. And then, of course, the last side that we will be looking at will be the 2025 Champions Trophy winning team. And our job is going to be, from this pool of about 60 odd players in front of us, we will try and make the Indian Dream 11, the dream team. And Nikhil and Shashwat will be joining me as we try and do that. Nikhil did have a shot at this, I believe, with Sunny Ji. Nikhil, if you could, for the benefit of
No,
those.
I wanted to talk about.
Your voice is a little choppy.
No, I was
Nikhil. Can
saying
you come again?
I want to talk about the dream team that the tournament dream team that has been picked. I think that's a subject.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now? Is this
Yeah.
better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we understood. We got your message. We'll try and do we'll try and run our viewers through the dream team of the tournament. Meanwhile, if we could fix the audio, you can reconnect perhaps, and we'll run our viewers through the team of the tournament. Okay, we will proceed. We'll try and get Nikhil back. Nikhil, can you hear us? Nikhil's going to be joining us again, I believe. Oh, he's back. Nikhil, can you hear us? Okay, something
Yeah.
over there, I think, with technology.
Go ahead with the team. That's fine.
Okay. We'll go ahead with the team of the tournament that's been put out by the ICC. A couple of things that will raise your eyebrows, but I'll come to that bit in just a moment. First, let's look at the two openers. Rachin Ravindra, Ibrahim Zadran are the two openers that the ICC has gone ahead with. At number 3, 4, 5 are three Indians in Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul, who is also your wicket keeper. At number 6, Glenn Phillips, Azmatullah Omarzai occupies the 7th spot. At number 8 is the captain of this side, Mitch Santner. So that means that the side that eventually won the ICC Champions Trophy, the captain of that team, Rohit Sharma, doesn't make it to the team of the tournament. At number 9 is Mohammad Shami. Number 10, Matt Henry. 11 and 12 are Indians again in Varun Chakravarti and Akshar Patel. So in all, you have 6 Indians be a part of the 12 that has been named by the ICC. Akshar Patel is that extra player that's been named. But otherwise, there is no Rohit Sharma, there is no Hardik Pandya in this side. Nikhil, your thoughts when we talk about this 11 or 12, so to say, that's been named by the ICC?
First bit, I mean, since you raised, we'll touch it one by one. Rohit Sharma not making is not a big surprise. I know he's a winning captain, but then you have to, you usually pick the team based on performances and then pick the captain. And if you look at the overall performance, I think, he was absolutely outstanding in the final. That clearly is a man of the match winning performance. But I think you had to look at the entire tournament. So if he misses out on that, I'm not surprised. I don't know if any of you are.
No, I think even I agree with you on that fact. Rohit Sharma, even I wasn't expecting him to be part of this team of the tournament because of the kind of impact. He did not have that sort of an impact as compared to a Rachin Ravindra or Ibrahim Zadran. I think both of them had much more impact than a Rohit Sharma. And Rohit Sharma, if he had to make it to this side, it would have been only if a slot at the top was open. With both Rachin Ravindra, I think Rachin Ravindra, there would have been no questions on him. Plus Ibrahim Zadran, the knock that he played against England, if I'm not wrong, I think that clearly sort of got him into this team. And secondly, Harshit sir, like Harshit sir mentioned about Hardik Pandya, I think Hardik Pandya, the reason for not having Hardik Pandya in this side is, I think Azmatullah Omarzai had more impact with the ball, and also he was batting little ahead in the sense of, Hardik Pandya did not get that much opportunity to bat in the tournament as much as an Azmatullah Omarzai got. So I think in that slot, because both of them coming in with the same skill set, in that sense, that's why I think that is also a fair call according to me.
When I was looking at this team, I was wondering if Hardik lost his place in this side to a Glenn Phillips or an Azmatullah Omarzai. That is the one question that I had on my mind.
I think Azmatullah Omarzai, Glenn Phil, yeah, good call though, because
See, because Glenn Phillips, he was doing the finishing job for his side. You had Hardik do it here, but perhaps, I don't know if fielding has been taken into account. It's not bad if fielding was in fact taken into account. Yes, Glenn Phillips also gave you those 30s and 40s as we saw right through the tournament. But that's where I had a bit of a thing with this team, a little bit, or the one point at which I thought much longer. Rohit Sharma, I completely agree with you guys on the basis of the performance, the whole tournament doesn't quite make it. But Glenn Phillips for Hardik Pandya is, in my opinion, something that could have been looked at, but maybe it was the fielding aspect that got Glenn Phillips.
I think, got more runs than Hardik Pandya in that sense. But
he played a big knock. I'm forgetting how much. I think he got a big knock in the thing. Hardik doesn't have a big knock. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. That's why I think the only thing I think Hardik Pandya, as far as skill set and his impact is concerned, the only reason why he's missing out is because the Indian team did not require the service of Hardik Pandya as a batter that much. And also Glenn Phillips is giving you the spin option in this team. Then you just have Glenn Phillips, Santner and Varun Chakravarti as far as spin bowling options are concerned in this team. If you would not have had a Glenn Phillips, then you were left with just two in the form of Varun Chakravarti and Mitchell Santner. So I think Glenn Phillips is also giving you the spin bowling all-rounder option. And then you have three fast bowlers in Matt Henry, Mohammad Shami and Azmatullah Omarzai. So I think evenly poised team, and keeping in mind the conditions, how the conditions were in the Champions Trophy.
This is 11 for Dubai or 11 for
Dubai. I'm keeping in mind Dubai over here.
Nikhil, for you, this is an 11.
No, but Dubai, it's a nice team. It can play actually in both places because they have a quartet of spinner there. Because I'm counting Glenn Phillips and Rachin Ravindra as well, and then you have two spinners in Santner and Varun Chakravarti. So you've got four spinners, and then you got enough fast bowling reserves as well to be playing in one of the pitches in Lahore or Rawalpindi, wherever. So I think that way it's well balanced. I don't think they looked at one particular place. The only bit that I was a bit surprised with, and it's a close call, not having Kuldeep Yadav in that team. Because if you remember, we were discussing with Mr. Gavaskar where I actually asked him to pick that one X factor from India's campaign, and he found it very tough to pick a man of the series as such. And I agree, there were so many good performers. In fact, my man of the series or man of the tournament would have been Shreyas Iyer ahead of Rachin Ravindra. But I agree, India multiple performers. But Kuldeep Yadav, even in the finals, the wickets that he picked up, who knows New Zealand how much they would have got. And let's not even forget the Pakistan game. So he's had impactful performances. Sometimes you're not just looking at the number of wickets, but the impact that you've made in some crucial games. And you know that a game like a final or an India-Pakistan game are very big encounters, high-pressure games. So I'm a bit surprised he's not there. But yeah, I think again a very close call. How do you keep a Santner out? How do you keep a Varun Chakravarti out? It was tough. So the only one I think is unlucky to miss out probably would have been a Kuldeep.
Yeah, and just to add to the point you made earlier, Nikhil, about Glenn Phillips playing a knock, yes, you were right. He had a score of 61 against Pakistan in the opener. With the ball though, just 2 wickets for him, and I still sort of maintain that could have looked at Hardik Pandya, because again you're talking about impact. Those 2 sixes of Hardik Pandya in that Australia game had at that moment had their weight in gold, and he played a crucial knock after that in the final as well, just to ease the nerves. But again, nothing really wrong cardinally with this side, and this 6 Indians if you look at the 12. I'll take that team.
I personally, I feel that more than Hardik Pandya, if somebody really makes a case for that slot, I think, and just keeping the same composition, I think Akshar Patel, more than Glenn Phillips in that sense, with the ball, with the bat, both ways he's contributed.
And the field, he was good on a couple of occasions.
He's the 12th man over here. He could have been a part of the squad, and Glenn Phillips could have been the 12th man, and that would have maintained the same composition of the team as well. Hardik Pandya, the only reason I'm okay with not having Hardik Pandya is that I have enough fast bowling options in this team, and batting, because he hasn't done that much in the Champions Trophy. That's the only reason I think he's missed out. Otherwise, if he would have gotten the same number of opportunities, I think he would have left a bigger impact than a Glenn Phillips.
I just wanted to get Shashwat's reaction on KL Rahul making it to the team of the tournament.
No, I'm very happy. So many Indians, KL Rahul, one of them as well. It's a great thing for the Indian team, and KL Rahul has really sort of proved his point in this Champions Trophy as well.
Are you taking him as the Delhi captain?
No.
No, but remember, it's not. It's not just him, but remember, even the Indian team before it started, two players they were uncertain about. Shreyas Iyer, who was not even going to start that England game. Let's not forget they were toying with the idea of getting a Yashasvi Jaiswal. Imagine these are last moment things I'm talking about. There was almost like a coin toss between KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, who to play. I think they made the right call with KL Rahul with the kind of pressure. I think two most outstanding knocks. He played semis and finals in that pressure situation, and even Varun Chakravarti, a very last moment induction into the Indian team. But imagine these three decisions. It was a 50-50 call. You didn't know what to do. But the team would be happy that they went with this call. And imagine those three have made it to the team of the tournament. These three. It was such a close call that these three could have been out as well. But here we are discussing the team of the tournament. And out of the five that have made the 11, three are the ones that were iffy, 50-50.
Yeah. The one other thing that I like about this team is that KL Rahul finally is playing at the place that he should be playing at. He's at number 5 over here.
Not for the Indian team, but there, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Somewhere he's at least there's some authority out there that knows where to play him. Even though take nothing away from the Indian team, everything sort of worked out just the way that they would have wanted it to. But you have found a new finisher. If I don't know, the conversation's already begun, or it could just begin whenever you're talking about ODIs next. But given what we saw, then you're looking at KL Rahul being your new finisher in ODI scheme of things.
Yeah. I mean, he's been like that. He's been batting number 5, and that's why we said that, continue with him for the longest time.
Yeah,
and
now
glad
5's
that
become 6.
credit. Yeah. But credit to the Indian team management for sticking with him. I mean, 5, 6, whatever. I mean, imagine the sacrifice he's made, but he's stuck. So yeah, good on the team. Let's get down to the 11 before I lose your connection. So.
Yeah, let's get to it. We did, I think, show our viewers the respective squads, and it's going to be a tough job now for all of us going forward. What we'll do is
I've done the exercise. I've done the exercise, so I'll lay down the marker, and then you guys can
go ahead.
Chip in. Meanwhile, if you have any debates.
We will try and show viewers the squads for the respective tournaments as well, Nikhil, as you talk us through the drill.
Yeah. My team, I wanted to keep a balance with all squads. So we're only taking match winning or the tournament winning squad. So they could be a good player, but if he's not part of that tournament winning squad, then we have ignored him. For example, like say a Jasprit Bumrah would make an all-time ODI 11, but since he was not part of either 11, 13 or 25, he doesn't make the list. So I'm looking at performers in these tournaments. So my openers, it was a tough one to pick. And then I did spend a lot of time thinking who should be the opener, and the one that was without doubt the first name was Sachin Tendulkar. So that I didn't have to think too much, right? So Sachin Tendulkar went down there. Part of the 2011 World Cup winning squad, so he goes there, no doubt about it. And then there was a fight. There was a Chris Shree I've looked at. He got the highest runs in the 83 final. I looked at 85 champions of trophy. I know we're not counting it, but again, when you pick a team, you have to look at, and that was like a mini World Cup too. So it's not the major thing that I'm looking at that tournament, but again, looking at, and he was good in that Benson and Hedges World. He was in contention for that spot. There was Virendra Sehwag who was in contention for that spot that I could have looked at, but then I've gone with Rohit Sharma. I know, again, as I said, the Benson and Hedges I've taken at the back of my head. Whenever there's a close conflict, I've taken a reference from, let's say, a Benson and Hedges World Series, or even the 2023 50-over World Cup, which India may have lost. But those are just the differentiators. The major focus is the tournament-winning squads. But whenever I've gotten a bit confused or it's almost a tie, then I look at, let's say, an 85 win or a 2023 final performance where the Indian team was outstanding, and I think that edged it. in Rohit Sharma's favor. Then, of course, the man of the match winning performance in the final of the 25 Champions Trophy. These are my openers. Number 3 was without doubt, I don't have to tell you, part of 11, part of 13, part of 25. Virat Kohli was at number 3. Number 4, and this was getting tough, and I had actually not taken any number 4. I'd actually gone with Yuvraj at 4, but then when I finished my 11, I realized I was a batter short, and then I had to get a batter in, and there were a lot of batters that I looked at from the 83 bunch. I looked at Mohinder Amarnath, I looked at Sandeep Patil, I looked at Yashpal Sharma. These were the ones who performed in that 83 tournament. And then I looked at 11. There was someone like a Suresh Raina I could have considered. I'm looking beyond Yuvraj and Dhoni, who will be part of my squad. But Suresh Raina I was looking at from 11, 13, and he always chipped in with crucial contributions. So he is another batter. Maybe Shreyas Iyer in this time if I'm looking at 2025. So these were names that did the round. But I eventually went with Mohinder Amarnath. He batted at 3, but 3-4 you could have between him and Virat. Also because I needed an all-rounder. So I needed an all-rounder, and he's the because Hardik doesn't make my squad. I needed a medium pace all-rounder, and remember Mohinder Amarnath was man of the match semi-finals and finals of the 83 World Cup. So I've gone with him as my medium pace all-rounder. So he was at number 4. Then there's Yuvraj Singh, no debate there. I think done and dusted. So UV and Dhoni. So you had them at 5 and 6. At number 7, again, no debate. Kapil Dev is number 7 for me in that. So 5 Yuvraj, 6 Dhoni, number 7 Kapil Dev. 8 is where again I had to think a lot. I needed to look at an all-rounder, a spin bowling all-rounder, and I've gone with Ravindra Jadeja, part of the 2013 squad as well as 2025 for his contribution. I think he's another one you could have looked at the team of the tournament in terms of his impact that he had. So he I've gone with multiple teams because 83 really didn't have a spin bowling all-rounder. Yes, there was Kirti Azar, but didn't play all the games as such. So, I didn't look at that. And then 2013 bunch, I've taken a look at 11. You had Ashwin and Piyush Chawla, not really all-rounders. So Jadeja comes in at 8 because you need deep batting. And then I had to go with another spinner, out-and-out spinner, and that I've gone with Harbhajan Singh. It was again I was looking at an Ashwin. I could have looked at Harbhajan Singh, maybe a Kuldeep Yadav from this tournament, but Harbhajan for his consistent performances. He's gone at number 9. Look at that batting till number 9. 10 and 11, 2 fast bowlers, and they had to be Mohammad Shami and Zahir Khan. Zahir Khan outstanding in 2011, and you have Mohammad Shami who was outstanding in 2025. As I said, whenever there's a bit of a doubt, I also looked at the 2023 World Cup. Again, not the major factor, but minor, where also he was outstanding for you. His ODI record is also brilliant. If you take a look at Shami's ODI record, I think most fifers and so forth. So he was there. The only confusion I had at one point, I was thinking maybe if I get a Mohinder Amarnath out and I get another fast bowling player there in Roger Binney, I could have got, who could have also been a handy batter at the death. But then, to look at the balance of the team, I went with Mohinder Amarnath and not Roger Binney. So this is the 11 I've gone with. I'm open to thoughts, and maybe we can reach our 11 based on the ones that all of you agree on. Maybe you can put it down on the notepad of the 11. Whenever there's a debate, we'll do our voting as always.
One thing that can also be done is that maybe in place of a Jadeja, you can get in a Suresh Raina and push everyone else one batting order down. Like Kapil Dev can come at number 8, MS Dhoni at 7, and then fit in a Suresh Raina at number 6. With that, you're getting your batting depth as well, and plus you're getting bowling options.
No. But Suresh Raina is not a regular spinner. That's the thing. I need two out-and-out spinner. I mean, Raina would a lot of games not bowl. He would only come in sometime, bowl 2 overs, 3, 4, especially when left-handers and all. He was at best a part-time spinner. So
I was suggesting a wrist spinner also in place of one fast bowler, because in the form of fast bowlers, then you have Kapil Dev, Zahir Khan or Shami and Amarnath as well. Amarnath being the
but three fast bowlers you need, right? Out and out fast bowler. So then that's a backup. How can you go? Because this is not condition specific, right? This is not Dubai. You could be playing anywhere in the world. If you're playing anywhere else in the world, you need 3 out and out. And Mohinder Rahmat is gentle medium. So 3 fast bowlers you need. Even in India, when you play, you need 3 fast bowlers. So how can you get another spinner? So 3 spinners and 2 fast bowlers? No. So what has happened is Dubai has spoilt us, where we've gotten used to playing with 2 fast bowlers. But look at everywhere else. Even if you're playing in India, imagine you're playing in England, you're playing in Australia. No way you're going to go with 2 fast bowlers. No, you need 3 out and out fast bowlers. So Kapil Dev, Zaheer Khan, Mohammad Shami. But anyway, let's debate. That's what I said. For openers, any other contenders? If everyone agrees on Rohit Sharma and Sachin Tendulkar, we can seal it. But if there is a debate,
openers, I don't think there's much of a debate there. You rightly talked about Chris Srikanth as well. But yes, you're looking for somebody to give you powerful starts. I think Rohit does the job for you. Of course, his knock right now, 2025, holds a lot of importance as well. So yeah, and 2013 also was the start of him as an opener. So yeah, I think you can take that. We can go ahead with Sachin and Rohit.
Sunil Gavaskar doesn't come for anybody.
He didn't have the
see,
best.
Gavaskar great. Yeah, he didn't have great 83,
83, yeah.
tournament. Yeah.
So for that
That's why he missed it.
The only thing I think number 3 is obviously going to be a no-brainer. There's going to be no comments.
He's the only player who's
right now. Can I tell you, right number 3, 5 and 6? That is Virat Kohli, Yuvraj Singh and MS Dhoni. I don't know if anyone will
those are
debate
cemented
on
spots.
that.
Yeah, no doubt over there. I have my doubts.
Virat Kohli just the only player who's overlapping in few of the squads.
He's there in 11, 13 and 25. Yeah.
So there's nobody. No, I think 11 and 13 will
so
have
13 you had Rohit as well.
Yeah.
11 and 13 again you had Yuvraj and Dhoni both.
Yeah.
So Jadeja was there.
Virat is in the maximum squad.
Yeah, Jadeja was there 13, 25 both.
But Virat was there in 11 as well. So Virat has been in the most squad in that sense.
Yeah, true.
So the only point of contention that I have, top 3, yes, I think we're good. Number 4 again, I was looking at Amarnath's numbers as well, Nikhil. Again, most of the career played at number 3. That's where he had the best numbers as well. Number 4, he's played. In fact, interesting, while I was looking at his numbers, he's batted at number 9 as well when he was asked on a couple of occasions. So, with that in mind, at number 4, it's been a handful of innings. He averages much better actually at number 4 than he does at number 3. But that's where I have a little bit of a problem, because he batted all of his career predominantly at number 3. So for us to put him at number 4 over here seems a bit unfair.
No, but again, I think it's just marginal, right? We just spoke about KL Rahul batting at 6
making that exception for anyone else.
5. No, KL Rahul. No, I'm just saying we spoke about this tournament. He's the best numbers at 5, but he played this tournament at 6 and yet performed. So again, I think there's a big difference between an opener and a middle order. And there's a big difference between a lower order and that. But I think we sometimes are too obsessed with like 3, 4 or whatever. I'm sure anybody can play that. Just because, that's why I said, like a KL did not have great numbers at 6, but at 5. But how much difference does it make, right? So it all depends on when you come out to bat. You lose 3 early wickets, then you're batting against a much harder ball. You have a big partnership of batting with a lower. So I think that, for me, I'm never really into like, oh, the guy who's at 3 is like, that's falling too much on stats. For me, it's like an opener, a middle order bat, a lower middle order bat, and a tail
I
ender,
totally
like
get your point.
batting.
My only thing is, because yes, with the ball as well, one cannot forget his dismissal of, I think it was Gordon Greenidge's dismissal, right? When the ball came back in.
No, that was Balwinder Sandhu. That was
Balwinder Sandhu. My bad. Yeah, it was Holding's wicket. I think the last wicket that he took was Amarnath. Yeah, my bad with that.
Yeah.
But and I think in the final, Amarnath did pick up 2 wickets. But see, again, he wasn't express pace or anything. And when you've got a couple Dev in the side, I wonder if you need another fast bowling option or medium fast in Amarnath. That too, you bat him out of position from what he did ideally in his career.
No, that position thing, I think, with just being, I mean, that's nitpicking. Doesn't matter. 3, 4, 5. It's okay. Suresh Raina can bat at 4. He can bat at 5. He can bat at 6. KL Rahul can bat at 5, 6, whatever. Virat on an occasion he bats at 3. Can get bat at 4. It would not. Saurav Ganguly, batted at 3. Is batted at 4 as well. So that, I mean, Yuvraj Singh batted at 5 and batted at 6. So it'll be like, oh, 5 is better, 6. So I think that will be like very specific that position. If you make World 11s a lot of time, and you have multiple players that you have to fit in. I mean, so Viv Richards batted at 3, but maybe I could make a World 11 where I get Ponting at 3 and then Viv at 4. So am I saying Viv won't perform at 4? Of course he would, but all his life 3 was his go-to thing. But if I have a Ponting also at 3 outstanding, then if I'm making the World 11, then Ponting will be 3, Viv at 4. I can't be like, no, now I can only have one between Ponting and Viv. All-time ODI level. No, I can fit in both because there may not have been anyone at 4 who even comes close to these batters. So why even? So that position. But yeah, you could debate. I mean, I'm happy. Whatever you guys can pick, we'll go for a vote. If you have maybe a Raina, you can look at 4. If he fits your bill ahead of an Amarnath,
4 gives me a little more confidence because again,
I think for Raina, it's way too up the order in that sense. Number 4, he's always bat mostly at number 5 and 6. More often than not, at occasions 7 as well. So that is the only reason why Suresh Raina at number 4, I don't think would be the most ideal situation.
I'm looking at bowling options. Well, again, I think I've got if Kapil Paji is my number 3 in terms of fast bowlers, and I've got Shami and Zahir, I think I'm more happy having a Raina in the side at number 4. So I've got the spin of Raina or whatever part-time spin of Raina. I've got Yuvraj with more than just part-time spin, and I've got Jadeja and Harbhajan provisionally in this side that I'm looking at right now. I just feel a little more confident with a Raina in my side at 4.
I'm in with Amarnath. I vote. Amarnath.
Okay. So we've got two votes for Amarnath.
Okay.
So I think we stick with the 4 that you named, Nikhil. 5 and 6, no doubt at all. Maybe 7 as well. I don't think
5 and 6 are done.
At 7.
Yeah, 7 also done. Kapil Dev.
Yeah. At 8, though, I have a suggestion.
Wait, 1 second. One second. We'll do. Let's just finish. 11. Zahir, Shami. If everyone is in agreement, we just seal 10 and 11 as well. If everyone, or do you have somebody else? Ishant Sharma or Nera or I don't know, Roger Binney. If anyone had in mind.
I feel maybe an Ishant Sharma or a Bhuvneshwar Kumar as well. I think even Bhuvneshwar Kumar we aren't talking about that much. And also if we're just looking at the tournaments that India have won and the team that has been there, more impact wouldn't have an Ishant Sharma or a Bhuvneshwar would have had than a Mohammad Shami. I know Mohammad Shami has had great numbers in ICC tournaments, but the only thing that is that we haven't won those.
No. So forget that. Shami makes the team of the tournament.
Yeah.
Did any one of them make the team of the tournament? I don't think Ishant Sharma did. Neither did Bhuvneshwar Kumar.
We'll have to check that. I'm not too sure.
No, they didn't. I mean, you can just top of your head look at the performances.
Yeah. Of course, Ishant Sharma, with those 2 wickets, I think that was the most impressive thing from him. Otherwise, but there is somebody who bowled right after him that I want to talk about, and that's Ravichandran Ashwin.
No, so first let's seal the 2 fast bowlers, 10 and 11. If everyone is fine, or you have a debate.
Yeah, I'm fine. I think because again there was Munaf and there was Srishant who were bowling alongside Zahir back in 20.
Ashish Nehra. Ashish Nehra was there.
The final, yes, of course he was injured. Didn't play the semis as well, I think, right?
Yeah.
No, Ishant Sharma had, I think, more wickets than Mohammad Shami. As compared, like if we compare Mohammad Shami's Champions Trophy 25 and Ishant Sharma's.
No. You can't compare. No, Shashwat. Different conditions you're playing to now to that. I'm saying you look at the impact of in a tournament. So, for example, if I was to look at a tournament in England, a fast bowler.
But in that sense, I think Ishant Sharma also left that impact in the final. I think those 2 wickets that he took in 1 over. Otherwise, the match was definitely slipping away from the Indian team.
Yeah, but where do we?
No, Ishant Sharma.
Where do we fit him in over here?
In place of Shami.
Ishant Sharma in place of Shami. No, I'm keeping Shami.
I totally.
Also because Ishant Sharma still had support. I would say Shami, he's the only one shouldering all the responsibility in this campaign of bowling with the new ball.
I also agree.
And that
If it's about picking the bowler in the larger perspective, then even I agree. In a whole, if we are picking the team of the best team in ODI cricket ever, then even for me it would be Shami ahead of Ishant Sharma. But because it is tournament specific and what was the contribution in the tournament, that's why I'm
So
in
the wicket
favor
of
of
Darryl
Ishant Sharma.
Mitchell is Shami got you that.
But again, I think the moments in which Ishant Sharma picked those wickets, I think those were much
Steve
more
Smith's
brutal.
wicket. Ishant,
But were
it
you
was
at any point in
Shami who got you that.
at any point were you a little behind in those games? I don't know. In the Champions Trophy final
Australia game
2013,
till that point, Steve Smith was going good. Yeah, he was in his 70s, if memory serves me right. And Shami got you that way, albeit it was a full toss. But also Shami was there. You look at the top wicket takers of this tournament. Shami is in the top 3, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, I think Shami. I'm fine with Shami at 10, Zaheer at 11. And the two positions we were left with were Jadeja and Harbhajan, 8 and 9.
Harbhajan, I think I'm okay with Harbhajan being there.
I would be tempted to bring in an Ashwin as well, but I need a Jadeja, again left arm option. I think Harbhajan against Ashwin is what
But why would you do that?
who it was Ashwin who bowled me the final over in the 2013 campaign. He was he had to save a 6. I remember the last ball, and he's a better bat than
Harbhajan's role in the semi-final of 11 and in the semi-final of 11, I think was significant in that sense.
it's only, see, I need an off spinner. Ashwin, I get better batting and I get that off spinning option with Ashwin. So for that reason, I'm just tempted. Also, he was there in both the squads, 11 and 13. He was part of both the sides. So it's for that reason I am tempted to bring in an Ashwin as well in this side. Otherwise, I think I'm fine with 10 and 11.
I would still stick to Harbhajan Singh. Because at white ball, I feel he had more tricks up his sleeve as compared to an Ashwin. Much more impactful in that sense as an off spinner.
I'm again, we can agree to disagree. Again, I just cannot put it past an Ashwin to for his heroics in the last over. Again, how often do you see a spinner at that to the last ball of a tournament, that a spinner be trusted to save you the match? In fact, it takes me back to 2007. Harbhajan Singh was left with an over in the T20 World Cup final, but it was Harbhajan Singh who told MS Dhoni, the captain back then, that listen, I'm a spinner. I was just whacked for a couple of sixes the previous over. Why don't you give the ball to Joginder Sharma? So my point being, you don't usually trust spinners to do the job for you, especially if you're playing a 20 over game, and that final was reduced to a 20 over match. So for the captain then to have trusted Ashwin to do that, and he did exactly, not like there was a lot of runs there. Last ball, as I said, a 6 and things would have been over for India. Yes, it was Treadwell who missed it, I remember. But I still, because of the sole impact of Ashwin, you were speaking of impact and the two deliveries, two dismissals of Bopara, beg your pardon, Ravi Bopara and Owen Morgan. It was that Ishant Sharma, you made a case for him. Same way I'm making a case for the impact that Ashwin had at.
But with the same logic, then even Ishant should be part of the squad.
But again, where you were just checking, where did he finish as far as tournament wicket takers? Third highest. Again, same with Shami, I think.
Shami had 9 wickets in this tournament. In 5 games, he had 10.
So Ishant Sharma.
Yeah.
This tournament finishes as the second highest, I think.
Yeah, Shami, I guess.
I think Varun would be just a wicket behind him.
I think Varun would be at the top.
Or maybe both with the same number of wickets. But again, I'm looking at Shami being the only bowler to have, to been trusted in these.
Shami this time he was third with 9 wickets.
Yeah. Who's number 2?
Varun.
With 10?
9.
With 9. So
But
just better economy.
Much better
economy. Better average as well, I think. Yeah, he played lesser games. But I'm fine with Shami. Again, so he's joined second in that case, as you say.
Yeah.
And bigger wickets, the wicket of Smith, as I mentioned, he got you the wicket of Daryl Mitchell in the final as well. So big wickets there as well. But let's at this point also bring in our family members and see what their thoughts are. This is for those of you joining us right now. Nikhil was also with us. He just left a short while back. And this is more or less the 11 that we have gone ahead with. It's the Dream ODI 11, and we've taken into consideration the winning campaigns for the Indian team in ODI format: 83, 2011, 2013, 25. So we start with Sachin and Rohit at number 3, Virat number 4, Amarnath, Yuvraj Singh at 5, Dhoni at 6, MS at 7, or MS at 6. By the way, captain of the side, which we haven't named yet, is MS Dhoni. I think no debate over there. He was in charge in 11 and 13
And we keep the wickets too.
and will obviously be the keeper or wicket keeper of the side as well. At number 7, Kapil Dev. 8 and 9 are the two spinners in Jadeja, Harbhajan. 10 and 11, Mohammad Shami, Zaheer Khan. And yes, let's just quickly now see what is it that you guys have to say. Also, perhaps from tomorrow, we could be looking at the IPL as well. Perhaps, the CT hangover may just wear down by tomorrow, and we may just start discussing IPL. So many of you have already started sending us questions on the IPL, and we'll try and do our dugouts on the IPL starting tomorrow. But and also come up with some detailed team analysis as well. Ashish Dhar says that India 11 bases impact by players in an ICC finals. Okay, he's named Rohit Gautam for the 97 that he hit. Rohit, I'm guessing, for the 76 that he hit. Virat Kohli, Mohinder Amarnath, Yuvraj Singh, Dhoni, Kapil, Zaheer, Irfan Pathan, Rudra Pratap Singh, RP Singh, and Kuldeep Yadav. Okay. Vishisht Best says that Nikhil sir on KL, he finishes games in pressure situations.
Is he asking us to put it on our according to us, or he's put it
No, he's saying just basis of the impact, he's picked his 11. He says that he finishes games in pressure situations, has he given answers to all the questions? Plus, will it be good for KL to play only as player in the IPL? So he means not as a captain. I'll ask Sashwat. He's the KL Rahul expert.
I think definitely he's definitely going to be a much better player. I feel if he's not given the captaincy, because we've seen, I think temperamental is the only issue with KL Rahul. There is no other problem with him. Neither it is skill, neither is how he accelerates or how he plays the shortest format. It's just the temperament, and as soon as he's taking pressure, he's not able to deal with it. So I think it's better not to give him captaincy and just let him free.
I sort of disagree a bit. I think I have more patience with KL Rahul, and I know reports do suggest that it'll be Akshar Patel, and nothing against Akshar Patel over here. He's very recently been named the vice captain of the Indian side as well. Happy to take him as the as the captain of the Delhi Capitals as well. But with KL Rahul, I think you sort of undermine his contributions at times. What he did, not just over here with the Lucknow franchise as well, taking a team for 2 years in a row into the playoffs is no mean task. So I'm happy. I'm happy if he's trusted. If somebody is to show trust for whatever that he's doing and acknowledge his efforts, I think I'll be one of those to back him if the franchise is to make the decision. But the support will extend to Akshar Patel as well if indeed he's the choice. You want to take the next one, Sashwat? Okay, so we've got another comment. This time from IPL cricketer, and I can't read the full name. I'm sorry about that.
My name only.
Okay, IPL cricketer Sashwat, that's Sashwat's proxy account, I believe, says that Sachin, Rohit, Virat, Amarnath, Yuvraj, Dhoni, Kapil, Jadeja, Shami, Madan Lal, and Ash is the 12th man. IPL cricketer Sashwat. Okay, he's now given his full name. Also should include 2002 and 1985 World Series. Yes, we briefly alluded to that as well, IPL cricketer. And the one reason why we didn't go ahead with 2002 was it was a shared victory for you. So we've gone with the tournaments in which India emerged as the clear winners. Shubham Garg has the next one for us. He says that Dhoni has one performance in the 2011 final where 40% runs were already done. Dhoni does not even have a double-digit score in any other match of importance. But Shubham,
I think he makes it just on the basis of captaincy as well, to be very honest.
the captaincy, the impact, also, the whole captaincy bit at times is very underrated. We look at just performances. I was having a word with Kapil Paji on the day of the final, and he said that, listen, it's the captain who gets the most good brickbats and he gets the most praise as well. So let's not undermine what Dhoni did as the captain and the batter on the day as well. Because let me just go up. Who's the first one? It was Ashish Dhar. Ashish Dhar talks about, he just a short while back shared with us his 11 bases just on impact. So if you're taking impact into consideration, Dhoni had an indelible impact, I would say, all across the 2011 and the 2013 campaign as well. Look at the decision making. As I was telling that story about not trusting spinners. But Dhoni went ahead, made that choice in the T20 World Cup and in 2013 as well, decided when there was just very limited runs to save. He trusted Ashwin to do the job, and Ashwin did it. Priyanshu says Iyer, Hardik and Bumrah will make the squad by the end of their careers. Had we won 2013, would Rohit have been greater than MSD as white ball captain? Toughy. This is a tough one because he would have completed exactly the set that MS Dhoni has at the moment. But
I don't think so. Would have been tough.
Very tough. You've asked a very, very tough question, Priyanshu. And I think I'll need more time to think about it because there's so much that you will then have to think beyond just trophies. Then you will probably have to think about circumstances, which player was available, which player wasn't available. Like for that matter, you didn't have a Jasprit Bumrah in this Champions Trophy, and that should give Rohit an advantage over MS. But MS also had his limitations back then. So perhaps this could be something we'll come back to you later, but this is a toughie, and I'll ask this to the other panelists as well who are not here right now. So this is a tough one, but yeah, do send this question to us again, maybe in a day or two, and we'd like to address it. Vihir Shah says that Shikhar Dhawan for India, top scorer in 2013 and 2017 Champions Trophy. We're doing based on performances, right? So he says Shikhar averages 77 across Champions Trophy record. But unfortunately, 2017, you didn't win the Champions Trophy, Vihir, which is why we only looked at campaigns in which you emerged as the winners. World Cup, 55 average at least deserves a mention. Yes, of course he deserves a mention. But in our team, there is no Jasprit Bumrah as well. And that's because, unfortunately, he wasn't part of this campaign. He would have been had you won the 2023 edition of the ODI World Cup. But we're only looking at players who are there. But yes, Shikhar Dhawan, absolute beast when it comes to ICC formats, and we saw that over the 3-4 tournaments that he played. Let's go down a bit and see if there are more questions for us. Freaking Awesome says, if 2002 CT is not considered, then my dream ODI team from India's 4 ICC ODI title victories. He says he'll go with Sachin and Gambhir. Interesting. So there's no Rohit Sharma in this side. Virat at 3. Yuvraj at 4. Amarnath at 5. At 6 is MS, who's also his wicketkeeper captain. Kapil Dev at number 7. Jadeja, he's gone with Roger Binney at 9. Madan Lal at 10. And number 11 is...
Not a bad team.
Not a bad team. Not a bad team at all. Also with Roger Binney, you get extra batting as well. So you're batting till number 9 in this side. So I like this team as well. Ashish Dhar says that I have made another team. Please check Super Chat. Ashish, we've taken your team as well. We just went through it. It was indeed a good one too. Yeah, it was up. Yeah, I'll just repeat that since it's there in front of me now. Ashish's 11 was Rohit, Gautam, Virat, Mohinder Amarnath, then Yuvraj Singh, MS Dhoni, Kapil Dev, Zahir, Ashwin, Jadeja. So he's gone. So no Harbhajan in his side. Ashwin and Jadeja are the 2 spinners. Then there's Madan Lal, Dhoni to captain, Kapil Dev vice captain, and his 12th man is Kuldeep Yadav. Okay, last couple of comments before we say Nandri to you. Ratan, okay, let's just find Ratan's team. Ratan's insisting that we take a look at his team. Can we go up Ratan's
This
team?
is Sachin, Rohit, Gautam, Virat, Yuvraj,
Ah,
Kapil, Dhoni, Jadeja, Harbhajan, Bumrah, and
Bumrah,
Zack.
Zach. But remember, today's activity was about just ODI winning campaigns, and Jasprit Bumrah wasn't unfortunately there, so he can't even be the 12th man for that matter. But goes without saying, if Jasprit Bumrah was there, perhaps he would have won things more handsomely, and this Champions Trophy title would also have been against his name then. But yeah, no Jasprit Bumrah in the campaign for the Indian team, so we didn't take him for that reason. Sachin Kashyap says that Sachin, Rohit, Virat, Yuvraj, Amarnath, MS, Kapil, Hardik, Ashwin, Shami, Zahir. So that's pretty much our team. But he's got Hardik in his side instead of Harbhajan that we went ahead with. So there was that tough exercise for us as far as picking the 11 from these four very exciting teams that we ran past: the 1983, the 2011, the 2013 and the 2025 squads. We tried putting together the best 11 from that. We called it our dream 11 from the 4 ICC ODI winning campaigns for the Indian team. But in case you're joining us right now, do drop in your comments, tell us if you agree or disagree with us with regards to the 11 that we went ahead with. And for everything else, do subscribe to Sports Today. It's time that we say bye-bye to you, and take very good care of yourself. Subscribe, tap that bell so that you get notified every time we have a new offering for you. There's plenty more coming your way, and IPL action now begins here on Sports Day. So until then, take good care. Bye-bye, Nandri, Shubh Ratri, Shabba Khair, eat your vegetables, and
Don't trouble your mother. Bye.